My name is Pauline Carreon-Murimi. I was with the 2002-2003 Spring DAD batch for University of Dortmund. We finished our program in 2004 because it is a partnership between the University of Dortmund and the University of the Philippines. Working with the United Nations Development Program as a project field coordinator, we are working on resilience building, recovery, mostly trying to help people get back on their feet. Our program, as I mentioned, has participants from 19 different countries, and that alone exposes you to a lot of things, and it broadens your understanding of the world of development challenges, which is the very basis of our study. So essentially, at the end of the day, one would actually realize that the contexts are different, but a lot of development problems are actually similar. And as a global community, we have so much more in common than our differences. And I think exposure in the spring program teaches you that we are more similar, that we share the same concerns as a global society, and it helps you build on these and look inwards. And now, how do I contextualize this? How do I localize it? At the end of the day, as a professional, it builds you and it challenges you. It challenges you to take a step back, look inward, and look at things more holistically rather than parochially. I guess that's how it has contributed to my career and shaped me as a professional, and both as a professional and as a person. You have to realize this is the early 2000s, and not many people haven't really gotten, at least from Southeast Asia, gotten into traveling, and the whole issue of cheap travel is not yet available. The internet isn't isn't as prevalent as it is now. In terms of access for everybody, social media it's its infancy at that time in 2002. So we had this thing of, you have these perceptions of how the Germans are and what they are as a people and as a country. For me as a person, I like most the systems that things work, that things come on time, and I think it depends on your personality. But for me, it was a wonderful experience. The Germans are more warm than they are portrayed to be. What did I bring to Germany? From Germany? I'm such a collector of nonsense things. So I started getting all these little trinkets. Every city I get a keychain. But I think when I look at it, when I look at that question, I'm like, I think I brought from Germany memories and lifelong friendships. So it was funny because a friend of mine, a Sudanese friend of mine who was in our group, once messaged me, and she didn't know that work is in South Sudan and home is in Nairobi. So she messaged me and he said, I'm coming tonight. I have a whole day meeting tomorrow and leaving at 9 in the evening. Okay, I know it's short notice. Can we have lunch? So I drove all the way. I'm like, what are the odds that I'm no longer based at home and you find me at home? And it's funny because after almost 20 years, we talked like we just left a conversation at Medsa North the day before. So it's very funny. So when we posted it in social media, all the classmates we are still in contact were like, yeah. So I think it's the friendships. I guess you can't be with 29 people, 29 strangers in a strange land and not be friends after 1 year. Something must be very wrong.